felt like it felt great to be back out there on the field and play with the guys and everything. You know, I've been practicing with the scout team for 2 weeks, and I was just ready to get from over there with those guys and just be back with my group.
Dre said he was tired of seeing you on the scout team. Were you handling yourself with high intensity with those guys?
Yes, sir. I mean, one thing about me, no matter where I'm practicing, that I'm still going to give full effort. And I was with the scout team and everything, and I was still going hard every day.
What's that like practicing with the scout team for 2 weeks after you've been a veteran on this team?
I mean, it was rough, but I mean, Coach Saban talked to me. He said Marcel did it last year or whatever, so I was cool with it. I mean, it's my job, my duty.
What do you think a guy like Deron Carter is going through right now? Now there was this anticipation that he might be able to play this year, and now he's on the scout team. What's he kind of going?
I mean, I really haven't talked to him about it, but I can just imagine it's rough because I know me being over there, just the downfall of being on a scout team and wanting to play on the field on Saturdays afternoons, it's hard.
What did you miss the most, though?
Just making plays out there. You know, I miss everything. Actually, I miss coming out the tunnel. Everything. I mean, just suiting up on Saturday afternoons.
Has it also kind of hit you that this is your last year now?
Yes, sir. I mean, it has. Ever since summer, that's always on my mind, that this is my last year and I got to go out with a bang.
When the team got out of Penn State with a win at 2-0, was that kind of a sigh of relief for you, thinking, okay, you know, that they got it done without me and they didn't, you know, they didn't catch an L without me?
Not at all. I knew those guys would go out there and execute. I mean, we got great coaches, and they were going to be ready to play regardless if I was out there or not.
Did you end up making that trip or no?
No, sir. I was watching the game from the TV screen like a fan.
Right here?
Yes, sir.
What was that like?
It was rough, but once the guys got up on them by a good margin, that was pretty cool.
Who'd you watch it with?
My cousins.
Were you at home or were you someplace?
I was back home in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You screaming at the TV?
Yes, sir. A couple of plays I was, but other than that, I was pretty in good relief.
Second guessing the play calling?
Nah, I mean, Coach McElwain is a great coach, so he's going to call a good place.
There's been a lot of receivers that have gotten opportunities to make catches in the first 3 games. What do you think of some of the guys? Can you talk about what they've done?
I mean, we've got a great bunch this year. I feel like all the eyes were on Julio last year, but this year I feel like we're all equal as a group. I mean, from Mays all the way down to the bottom. I mean, we've got a good bunch of receivers.
So how's it feel, second week back, you get to go play a big SEC West game in Arkansas?
I'm pumped, man. I mean, it's hard week. We got to go out and execute on all cylinders and just come out with the W.
I want to go back a second. You don't feel like it's kind of yours, Mays and Gibson's?
I mean, yeah. I mean, we're the seniors of the team. We're the leaders of the receiver corps and everything. But I mean, we're one. And I mean, I don't feel like we've got just one guy that can go out and outshine the other. We all can do the same thing, I feel.
What kind of relationship do you have with Marquise? And
we have a great relationship. I mean, we've been together for 5 years now, so it's almost like we can tell what each other are going to do before we even do it.
How many guys did you knock down Saturday night?
Well, I cut one guy and I put one guy on his back. I was pretty pumped, but yeah, I plan to go out there and block a lot better this year.
Well, did you miss that too?
Yes, sir, I did. I mean, that's what people fail to realize about me. Other than catching the ball, I love to block out there on the field.
Would it have been tough to come back against Arkansas, whereas the way it worked out, you kind of got to ease in with a non-conference game before a big game like Arkansas?
Not at all. I mean, me being on scout team going against our defense, I feel like we got the best defense in the nation. So, I mean, no matter who we play against, I'm going to be ready regardless.
Who's the toughest one to go against?
I mean, Upshaw's a pretty big guy, physical guy. So is Dante. I mean, we got a lot of big guys over there.
I was thinking more of a cornerback.
All our cornerbacks are good. Dre and Menzie and D, they're all physical guys, I mean, out there. And like I said, we got a great bunch.
There's so much attention going into this game on Arkansas's offense.
Yes, sir, it is.
Are you taking that personally? Yes,
sir, I am. I mean, us as an offense whole, we got a chip on our shoulder. They're supposed to be so high ranked as an offense, but I feel like our offense is even better.
Along those same lines, you know,
I mean,
Coach Saban said those might be the 4 best wide receivers in the country. Does that kind of egg you guys on?
Not at all. I mean, I know what I can do. Mace knows what he can do, and the rest of the receivers know what they can do also. I mean, we're going to go out there and prove on Saturday who's the best.
So what has your offense been doing this week to kind of help prepare your defense for the Arkansas offense?
I mean, we're gonna go out there and handle this just like any other game. We're not going to do anything different. Go out and execute on Saturday.
Darius, do you have a Twitter?
I do have a Twitter.
Do you have kind of like a personal policy as to what you would and would not tweet?
Yeah, I do. I really try not to get into anything personal what my friends may say to me, I try to ignore them. And I mean, fans may retweet me or whatever, and I may retweet what they say. But other than that, I try not to get into the Twitter thing really that much because it can get a lot of guys in trouble.
That's so boring.
I mean, it's like a business. It's like basically like a business page, really. It's not for any personal things.
When you're on the scout team, do the veterans kind of egg you on a little bit in practice, or you guys have some friendly chatter back and forth?
Yeah, I mean, I was over there messing with them. You know, we would talk back and forth. But Coach got on one of the guys one day because he wouldn't hit me, and he said, "Don't worry, you're not gonna hurt him." I mean, it was just fun being over there with those guys.
So is it different rules when you're on the scout team? You actually get tackled and stuff?
No, sir. I mean, it's still thud.
What have you seen from Arkansas's defense, Darius, on film?
They're a physical bunch. They're the same. They got a lot of the same group of guys that have been there since I've been here, and they've been together for a while now, and they know what each other are doing out there. So it's gonna be a good game.
Darius, this being your last year, and there already seems to be so much anticipation surrounding this team, is there anything you're sort of like just soaking up and taking in to remember?
Not at all. I mean, it's just a great experience playing for Coach Nick Saban and just being part of the Crimson Tide. It's all great.
You've got quarterbacks with very strong arms this year that I think a lot of people thought we'd see more vertical passing.
Yes, sir.
Is that still going to come?
I mean, it's still early in the season. I mean, we got a lot of great things that you guys haven't seen, and I mean, we're still going to open up the playbook a lot more.
Thanks.